So good day everyone, I am Earthea Skye, and together with my partner, Miss Melody Joy Gabilan, we will be tackling two learning objectives for the first topic in assessment in learning. The two learning objectives are A. To explain the basic concepts and principles in educational assessment, and B. To discuss the role of assessment in making instructional decisions to improve teaching and learning. So first, let's start with the basic concepts and principles of educational assessment. Firstly, we must define educational assessment. It is different from testing, measurement, and evaluation. Assessment is defined as the comprehensive process of describing, collecting, recording, scoring, and interpreting results or data obtained from students' learning. And its purpose is to both qualify and quantify data, encompassing various forms of evaluation, testing, and measurement. So in order for us to move on to the basics of educational assessment, we must first familiarize ourselves with a few key concepts. Now, when it comes to tests, we can use them to assess or evaluate learning, identify strengths and weaknesses, and to measure teaching effectiveness. Now, there are two types of tests. The first one is standardized test, and the second one is teacher-made test, which can either be objective type or subjective type test. For the objective type, we have examples such as the multiple choice, true or false, matching type, and fill in the blanks. As for the subjective type, we have restricted essay, extended essay, psychological test, and mastery test, and etc. Now, getting back onto educational assessment, it is described as a systematic and multifaceted process aimed at documenting and utilizing empirical data to understand students' knowledge, skills, and attitudes. It is not confined to only exams or tests, but has a broader scope encompassing a range of activities from daily classroom interactions to standardized testing and corporate training programs. The primary purpose of it is to improve teaching methods, and enhance the learning process by documenting knowledge, skills, and attitudes and beliefs in measurable terms. Assessment seeks to derive better results and contribute to the continuous improvement of education. There are four categories for the types of educational assessment, namely formative, summative, standardized, and alternative. For the formative assessment, from the name itself, it is an ongoing process. Teachers can monitor on a day-to-day basis to figure out what needs further improvement. And as for summative assessment, as the name suggests, it provides a summary of the student's achievements at a specific point. Moving on to standardized assessment, it compares students' learning either with each other or against predefined criteria. And then we have the alternative assessments, which encompasses various assessment types. Now moving on to the principles. We have reliability, validity, authenticity, objectivity, practicality, interpretability, and the washback effect. Reliability refers to the degree of stability and consistency in the results. Where the next one is validity, which just means that it can be supported by evidence. Authenticity is the inclusion of meaningful, relevant, and interesting topics. Objectivity is being impartial and unbiased, so no personal feelings are involved. Practicality means feasible to implement. Interpretability is when we are able to assign meaning to the scores. And lastly, we have the washback effect, which is the influence of testing on teaching and learning. And that concludes part A, which is again the basic concepts and principles in educational assessment. The next part will be discussed by Miss Melody.
Good day, I am Melody Joy Gabilan and I will discuss the roles of assessment in making instructional decisions to improve teaching and learning. So, assessment is fundamental to shaping instructional decisions that drives teaching and learning. This report examines the critical roles assessments plays in informing teaching strategies and enhancing student outcomes. Through exploring assessment methodologies and their alignment with instructional objectives, we uncover how assessment serves as catalyst for effective pedagogy and academic success. First is learning gaps. This can hinder students' academic progress and contributes to disparities and achievement outcomes. So, left unaddressed, these gaps may widen over time, leading to further challenges in mastering more advanced concepts and skills. So, in conclusion, identifying and addressing learning gaps is a fundamental aspect of our role as educators in ensuring that every student has the opportunity to succeed by employing a variety of assessment methods and targeted instructional strategies so that we can bridge these gaps and empower all students to reach their full potential. Next, we have informed instructional planning. This involves utilizing a wealth of data and insights to strategically design and deliver instruction that meets the diverse needs of all students. It encompasses the thoughtful selection of learning objectives, instructional strategies, and assessment methods that tailored to individual and collective students' needs. So, it is an informed instructional planning, and it is not merely a task. It is a commitment to excellence in teaching and learning. By harnessing the power of data and insights, we can cultivate a culture of continuous improvement and empower our students to achieve their highest aspiration. Next will be the continuous improvement of feedback loop. It is a cyclical process of gathering feedback, reflecting on outcomes, and making adjustments, and repeating the cycle to drive ongoing improvement. It serves as a dynamic mechanism for identifying strengths, addressing weaknesses, and maximizing our potential. So, the continuous improvement feedback loop is a powerful tool for fostering growth, excellence, and innovation in all aspects of our lives. So by embracing this iterative process, we can unlock our potential, drive continuous improvement, and achieve our highest aspirations. So, making curriculum adjustments is essential for ensuring our educational programs remain relevant, effective, and responsive to the needs of our students. So, we can create dynamic learning experiences that empower students to thrive in today's ever changing world. We also have here the motivation. It is the driving force that energizes, directs, and sustains our behavior towards the attainment of goals. So, goal setting, on the other hand, involves establishing clear, achievable objectives that provide a roadmap for progress and success. When motivation and goal setting intersect, they create a powerful catalyst for personal and academic growth. So, in conclusion, motivation and goal setting are powerful tools also for realizing our aspirations and unleashing our potential. So, by harnessing the principles of motivation and mastering the art of goal setting, we can inspire action, overcome challenges, and achieve success in our personal and professional endeavors. Lastly, will be personalized learning. It is an instructional approach that recognizes and embraces the diversity of learners, offering flexibility, choice, and autonomy in how, what, when, and where they learn. It shifts the focus from a one size fits all model to a learner centered paradigm where are active participants in their own learning journey. So, personalized learning holds tremendous promise for empowering every learner and realize their full potential and become active contributors to society by embracing personalized learning principles and practices. So, we can create learning experiences that inspire and engage and also empower learners to thrive in the 21st century and beyond.